back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday life of an Aspie. If you're following me right now and you're new to my channel, I welcome you with open arms. I'm Aspie and I'm all about creating mental health and awareness versus sharing my life stories with basically everything around that surrounds around Asperger's syndrome and the like, so that hopefully you can get the lowdown about me in general as a person as a whole. Also, just to bear in mind, also I do mental health and awareness versus basically just everyday, tips and advice, along with also just, everyday, support of whatever I can as an advocate or support person for you all, no matter what it may be. So it has brought to my attention basically while I've been sitting here, trying to contemplate what to share with you all, of what to share with you, obviously of some of the topics that is coming close to my heart right now as I've been quietly meditating, despite my own personal struggles as well as my personal situation that's coming to effect, however, which I'm hoping just keep on as they say. So what I'm thinking of basically, just to bear in mind before I begin some of these, especially the ones for my Beautiful Ashes from Ashes playlist, that at this point of time I'm going to try and push out some more videos on the Beauty from Ashes playlist of different topics that you may want to hear about, regardless if it's breaking relationships or rejection or whatever it may be, just to help you get along with it and just follow it through. But just remember and bear in mind though, even if I'm away, I'm not too far away just to be in contact via Facebook or YouTube or any other social media sites that is listed in the description that I have kindly put down for you so that you can follow me. But in the meantime, basically guys, as I said, there has been a lot of different thoughts and ideas coming to effect of what I want to share with you all, and I know some of it maybe not you feel for you, but that's okay. Pass the message on. I encourage you guys to do this, that you feel maybe is for someone, because someone out there needs to hear some of these messages that I feel close to my heart to share with you all, because like I said, I'm trying to be as realistic as possible in the full screen with you, as well as just trying to have a bit of fun along the way, even though sometimes we need to have a sit down and a serious think about what's happening, why it's happening, and everything else. Hearsay, why I do it all the time. Many people may think, Aspie, you think too much, you're overthinking it, you're over-analysing, whatever it may be, but then again, maybe you'll thank me for it one day, regardless of, either solutions or advice or whatever it may be you do require from me as your, girl to do. Okay, I believe also, regardless with all this though, many people may not like what they hear. That's fine. Okay, like I said, everyone's entitled for their own opinion, thoughts, and whatever else, but sometimes we need just to respect the differences of opinions, regardless of where we're heading right now. I feel pretty much right now, regardless, I have been, in my quiet time being so emotional. Many people may think, why am I that emotional type? Well, like I said, I'm that kind of girl that will be that emotional, even though to the point that I'm trying not to let the emotions run too much over me or control or affect my actual everyday thoughts, whatever it may be. But then again, I feel also that regardless of it all though, however, to put it bluntly, is like some things need to be shared, and hopefully in saying that, hopefully you'll learn something along the way based on my life experiences, stories, or whatever you want to call them that I bring out based on my Asperger's syndrome or just my life in general, what I've been through, and hopefully I can be your shining light or whatever. But anyway, like I said, people like I'm going to bring out now is Never Feel Guilty. It's going to be the title, or shall we say Never Ever Feel Guilty. Okay, this is part of the series of my Beauty from Ashes playlistings. Hopefully some of this will become a eye-opener / how to put it, a revealance for you, basically, in a way that it will come to you in a way. But anyway, many people like myself and yourselves included will tend to think or feel in themselves saying, I feel guilty. I feel guilty for doing something that I know is wrong, and that a lot of people may judge and assume that I'm a bad, better person even though I may be trying out new things, regardless that, like I said to myself, I'm trying not to be following the same suit with others. I do what I can, what I feel is right, even though I may rub people in the wrong way. But then again, I'm the kind of girl that, yes, despite it being caring, loyal, and all that, even though sometimes I will come to the breaking point for myself, you know, when is enough is enough? When is it that I need to basically let go? You know, obviously, yes, I know I dwell on it. I'll admit I'm not that perfect. No one is. And, you know, many people may point the finger at me thinking I'm going the wrong way about it or whatever, but then again, like I said, it would be good to have some sort of support system around regardless who and what we are. I feel that many people, however, will tend to judge and then label me just as a bad person or a / sinner. Okay, whatever that label is, I try to remove it and try to just forget about it, because what's the point of trying to dwell on their thoughts and opinions about me? At the end of the day, as I keep trying to tell myself, you know, what I do is my business and what they do is their business, and if they want to come to me, that's fine. If they don't, that's fine also with me, you know. It's just a matter of having the right attitude, thoughts, patterns, and everything else behind it all as well, you know, how I see it. I believe also for the ones that do give me a hard time, judging me, labeling me, whatever it may be, okay, I'll say this now, even though I may sound harsh, but I can't help it. I'm hoping to try and say it as lovingly as I can from what I've experienced. Okay, some of them, of the ones that has been in my circle, be it the haters or whatever, as I've labeled them so many times before, doesn't have the right to judge or, you know, assume this about me. Okay, we all have done something wrong. We're not perfect. Obviously, many people in this day and age think that they're perfect. They think that they've done no wrong. They just shift the blame on everyone else. This is a given. I've learned this so many times before. We can't change that person, obviously. They made that choice alone, wanted to play the blame game or shift game, you know, regardless what it may be. I know for a fact that I'm not proud of what I've done in the past. You know, why shouldn't we be proud about what we've done in the past that, you know, are classified as wrongdoings or whatever it may be? However, but I say to myself, why should those people or haters drag it up again and bring up the past regardless, when you know you don't belong there and you're trying to do your every best to just, you know, socialize and just trying to move on in life. This is what I'm trying to learn right now. I know for a fact that many people will like to pick out our faults, flaws, imperfections and the like. Regardless, you know, I'm feeling guilty for self-harming myself regardless, not just in a way of self-harming, you know, cutting or whatever, but just self-harming myself by dragging myself down with the self-doubt and stuff of the lack of confidence that I used to have back in the past, you know, regardless what it may be. There are a lot of reasons why you shouldn't feel guilty, though, to give you guys, you know, message of hope here. You know, I hope within the 5 reasonings that we can work together and come into a mutual agreement, and hopefully that you all will take some time to actually be sure to where I'm sharing. Maybe you could write down these 5 reasons that I'm about to share with you all. Okay, even if I don't name some of the circumstances, regardless of what you're guilty for, please don't take it the wrong way. Don't even feel guilty about the circumstances in which you're feeling guilty about. Is basically for the first one of never ever feel guilty. For the tips and advice, maybe we could call it as well, or just some, you know, magic, well, not magic, but tips and tricks. Number 1, never feel guilty for changing you for the better, for your life, yourself, or just being a better you. It's a well-known fact that many people, as I said so many times before, will tend to tear us down regardless of their insecurities, their jealousy, and everything else. It's a given. I know that there are many people that will come in our life that will try and sway us off our course of life, of where we're supposed to be heading in life. You know, they will try to make us feel guilty to try and change ourselves, because obviously we can't change them, actually, shall we say, because we're a reflection of them, maybe what they're seeing, you know, in us, and they're in denial about themselves, about what's going on, and they need their own help somewhere. And I'm not trying to say it in a real nasty way here, but there's obviously nothing wrong in their life. Obviously, for the ones that thinks there's nothing wrong, you know, they try to act all perfect, denial about nothing needs to be changed in their life, when in fact, you know, you're about to change yourself or make a stand in decision making a change. They'll know that you're not going to be used like you used to be used, or abused, or whatever it may be. when you're going to change, they're going to be afraid of you leaving them behind, regardless what it may be, and they'll try and drag you back into their, you know, circle and actually bring out the dramas and all that you didn't want to have in your life. Yet we know and believe that not everyone will be, you know, with us on our journey as they're not ready, and there will be people that will try to, you know, make us feel guilty by, you know, saying that you've changed. Yes, you've changed, especially, like, I'm not saying changing to be somebody who you're not or somebody who's evil. No, far from it. No way, Jose. That's like saying that we need to change for the better. There's nothing absolutely wrong in doing this, for changing for the better for ourselves on our own terms. And for ourselves, you know, it's up to us. It starts with us, ends with us, and the decision. You'll be the one who have to carry, obviously. You'll be crazy enough to stay as the same person throughout your life, as this won't allow you for personal growth and whatever else it may be in this everyday life that we go through. You know, you'll be crazy enough, basically, you know, for not to grow mentally as well as physically. So don't let people make you feel guilty for bettering your own life. These are the people that are trying to make you feel guilty for, are usually the ones who don't even give a damn about you or even care about you. I've learned this the hard way, you know. As they are usually the kind of people who want to use you, manipulate you, keep you down. They don't want you to reach your higher goals, your whole potential, your whole aims, higher aims and higher calling. They want you to reach to your, obviously I'm just repeating what I just said. They don't want you to meet your full potential. Those are the people who has a problem with you changing, because the people who really loves you will support you regardless of where you're heading. They will support you in your change. They will support you basically in your dreams, visions, aims and goals. They want you to do better, and they want you to, you know, see where you want to go. They want you to succeed. They want to see you blessed. They want you to see you happy. They want to see you, you know, grow to a better person. So they want you to be a better you. So number 1 was never feel guilty for changing. Okay, number 2 for these 5 tips. Never feel guilty for knowing your own worth. If you're not getting your own worth, okay, is my advice here. Never ever feel guilty for cutting someone or something off, because obviously at the end of the day we need to know what's best for us. I've learned this the hard way. Again, never ever feel guilty for, you know, basically having these standard of values and morals and whatever else you may have in your everyday life. I've learned this the hard way, however. I know for a fact that I've cut a lot of people off, some maybe for the better, some maybe not for the better, but then again, you know, I'm guessing time will tell if those are the ones that will return in their ears and graces by either A, apologising that they were wrong or whatever. Yes, I admit that some things I may have said and done in the past may have affected maybe some of my friendship regardless or whatever it may be, but then, you know, trying my hardest either A, to fix it or just leave it alone, because some things can't be fixed, as they say. So what I'm saying is here, as I said, obviously everyone has their values and morals, their self-worth and whatnot. So never ever feel better for cutting someone else. You know what you stand by. You know what you live by. A lot of people that's, you know, in the same one as I just talked about in number 1, when they can't use you no more, they tend to, you know, say that you've changed or let them down or cut them off or this, that and the other, and that they're trying to make you feel guilty because you're actually protecting your standards, which is always the case. You actually know your own worth. You actually have said to yourself, enough is enough. I'm going to cut these people off. I deserve better. They can't use me anymore. They can't rule my life. They can't break me. They can't break my heart anymore. They can't tear me down anymore, as again they'll try to make you feel guilty for knowing your worth, knowing your values. If these are the type of people in your life who aren't, you know, aren't giving you what you need in your life, don't forever feel guilty for not accepting them and no more in your life. It's your life, remember, it's your choice. Do you want to be there with them and live miserable, or do you want to actually sustain yourself and actually live a fruitful life? Because obviously at the end of the day we deserve to be happy, at peace and whatever else it may be. You don't need to seek approval from others. You don't need to seek, obviously, what I keep saying, not just approval but the other word. I keep forgetting the word, but if you follow me through it you'll know what I mean. Your life is your life, so protect it while you can. Your worth needs to be protected as well. I'm going to find my message about worth and share it with you all sometime. Either that or it should be there already, knowing my worth, versus basically all those worth series, self-worth series are listed in the playlistings under the Beauty from Ashes. So hopefully in this video there'll be an eye to indicate which ones they are. But moving on, number 3, never feel guilty for moving on or moving forward with your life. Okay, my advice here is, if you know in your heart that the situation you're in or facing isn't working out or isn't good for your life, don't ever feel guilty from moving on or moving forward from it. People may want you to keep you in that same place, in that same mindset. Don't let them forever dictate you, tell you what to do, what you shouldn't do. For you, you know what's best for you. Don't them let forever dictate or tell you how you should live your life or what you should look like, how you think, act, speak, and everything else around that. Because obviously I'm learning that now, even though I get dragged down so many times before that, you know, I don't know jack shit, excuse my term, from some people. Even if I come out probably full throttle of certain things of what I say, don't mean to. Okay, what we need to realize also, in saying so, if you're not getting what you need in that particular season in your life of change or whatever it may be, you can't stay there forever, or you can't stay there anymore. Okay, you need to move on to allow that growth and change to take part in your life, if you're ready for it, that is, for that change and, you know, that season of growth. You deserve exactly what you accept. You deserve exactly what you settle for. And I do get it that moving on will be difficult, believe you me. I'm trying to learn that the hard way, obviously. Yet people don't want to make you feel guilty for moving on, yet they never give you that particular reason for you to stay in the first place. Number 4, never ever feel guilty that you're willing to protect your peace. If it is chaotic, dramatic, gossiping more, as well as the stress and everything else of all these factors around you, don't forever feel guilty to remove these factors. Again, it's your life and your choice. And up to you, and you need to be at peace in and within yourself. You need to be focused. Don't need the drama and gossip in your life anymore, or even around you. If it's friends and that's all they bring to your life and circle, cut them off. You decide or make that decision now and say to yourself, you know what, it's time to remove these factors out of my life once and for all, as well as from my life. I want to do better in life, and I do want to protect my peace and everything that's important in my life. It's my life and responsibility, however. No one can do it but me. It's my choice. Last but not least is number 5. Never feel guilty for staying loyal to your future vision, dreams, destiny, and more. It's funny, yet a bit of a shame how many people think that you got to submit their will to their requests. If it's not aligning to what you want to do in your life, or not aligning to your values and morals, however, along with your standards, give them an apologetic no. I have a lot to protect in my life, i.e. future vision, dreams, brain, goals, and more, however. Alright, bear with me on this, guys. I'm sorry if this one's going to be a long one. So I wanted to tell you no. I don't owe anybody anything. I owe myself everything, just like you all owe everything. Don't give up, throw away everything that you've worked for because you're afraid of telling somebody no. This is a factor that I'm learning right now of saying no more, because obviously I've always been a yes person, always trying to please others, always trying to, you know, help others regardless if they don't do anything for me in return. But then again, when it comes down to it, obviously I shouldn't have to ask for anything in return as such, you know. Anyway, what I'm meaning here also is, don't throw away that you're worked for just because you want to take somebody's opportunity that they give you because you don't want to make them salty. If it hurts their feelings because you're giving what they want, then so be it, because you have a vision. You need to stay loyal to that vision. You've got goals that you have set and want to reach, right? You got standards that you're trying to set, so you don't have to submit their will. It's sad that people are trying to use your title. They try to throw up certain things. If you're a Christian or some other affiliation that you're associated in, regardless of some form of belief, they will try and use manipulation and control to use you. Don't fall into that trap, however. Be wise enough just to cut that off. You're not a bad person because you're not doing what they want. You are not a bad person that you don't want to get involved or partake what they're involved in. You're not a bad person being loyal to yourself and your vision and your knowing, you know what you want to be a go and what you want to be. No is a strong and powerful word. However, as you move forward, you'll say no more than yes. Everything that's presented in your life that wasn't good for your own life will disappear eventually. There are more than just 5 reasonings here, but I just wanted to share the 5 I believed in to share, and that I'm learning this every day too, while I'm sharing this wholeheartedly with you, from the heart, hopefully, from what I'm sharing, and hopefully this isn't sounding harsh. I do try to love and care for you guys out there. Okay, just remember, there's nothing to be ashamed of in your life to just, take care of yourself, regardless of saying all these no's. It's important to, think. There's nothing wrong to stay true to your vision and beliefs. Nothing wrong in moving on foot. Protect your peace, know your worth. Don't feel guilty for changing for the better. People will want to make you feel guilty no matter what. That's their, trick to keep you in that place where you know that you no longer belong. People will continue to make you feel guilty, to manipulate you, to use you, to take advantage of you. Don't let them do it. You're better than them. Stay focused. Stay loyal to your principles. If it doesn't align with your principles, you won't want to be involved in it at all. I didn't say no, my principles did, basically. So, also, basically, within that, we need to be real true regardless, whatever it may be, and regardless of all that, I'm sure something good will come out of it. Well, this basically ends, never feel guilty, or never ever feel guilty. Give me the like for thumbs up for support. Comment below if I've missed anything, or just comment below to say hello or whatever. Hopefully some of these messages is alright for you guys. Just, give me the heads up, below. I would love some engagement just here and there about it all, because obviously, like I said, I'm here to support and advocate for you all, regardless what it may be. Hopefully some of these will come in effect for you. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Feel free to follow me on the links below of my hopefully newer social media sites versus whatever else is there. Feel free just to pop in to say hello regardless, even though, I'll do my very darn hardest to interact as much as possible. Feel free to just share these videos around to family and friends. And all for the do, guys, as I always say, do what you love what you do. Thanks for watching, thanks for support, and I'll see you soon. Aspie signing out.